The moment we've all been waiting for. Who is the most annoying of all the assassins in Assassin's Creed? We talk a lot about what makes a good assassin in these videos. You know, stealth, strength, intelligence. But you know what makes a bad assassin? Being annoying. And suffice to say, a very select few of the assassins in this series can be a bit insufferable at times. Now obviously deciding who the most annoying assassin is a very subjective discussion, as we all have different things that make us tick, but it seems like some characters in this series were designed and written to intentionally be a bit annoying. Some may argue, why is an assassin being annoying even important? Well, think about this. You're an assassin working with a partner. You know, you're killing people with the hidden blades, trying to be all stealthy, and just imagine your assassin partner decides to throw out one-liners and make puns every time you take a life. I'm not going to name names just yet, but I'm sure most of you have a certain individual in your head right now. But first, let's start with the original menace, Altair. Annoying, I feel, is one of the last words someone would use to describe Altair. He's a fairly stoic character, especially in the original game. Perhaps you could consider his disobedience and arrogance annoying. I mean, fair enough. It was surely annoying for Al-Mualim and the other assassins, but I don't think anyone is saying Altair is the most annoying assassin in the series. But how about Ezio? Same thing, I doubt most people would classify Ezio as an annoying character, but maybe his charm and personality is too much for some people. I personally wouldn't agree with that, but I'm trying to play devil's advocate here. Some prefer the more stoic, less eccentric type of characters, and I understand that. In fact, that's typically the kind of assassin I like more as well, but I love Ezio, and I never thought his humor was ever too much. He had a very good balance of some serious and emotional moments, along with those more light-hearted ones. Ezio is far from the most annoying assassin. Now, some people might think Connor is one of the more annoying ones. Again, personally, I disagree with that. But for those who have a hard time understanding or relating to Connor, and just see him as this angry guy chasing Charles Lee, they might find that annoying. I mean, does it annoy you when I do this?
Give me Lee!
How about now?
Give me Lee!
I'm sorry,
Give me Lee!
Huh. Maybe I'm the most annoying assassin. But Connor is also just such a warm and kind soul, which I feel like most people missed out on if they only completed the main story. Connor is a very compassionate person, and those who are innocent would probably think he's one of the kindest people they ever met, so I really don't think Connor is anywhere close to being the most annoying assassin. What about Aveline though? I don't recall many instances where I found Aveline annoying. She's a pretty determined, laser-focused character, similar to Connor, and not really one for cracking jokes and one-liners. But it's not necessarily jokes and one-liners that make a character annoying. Even if they're like extremely cheesy one-liners, that can be part of the charm and what makes them funny. I mean, just look at Leon Kennedy.
Talk about sticking the landing.
But unless you just have a personal gripe with Aveline, I don't think she's very annoying. Now, I could see how Edward might annoy a very select few people. Again, he has a bit more of a loud personality that might not be for everyone, and that's fine, right? But what kinds of things that Edward does in Black Flag would annoy people? Maybe it's his stubbornness in trying to live the pirate life, his reluctance to fight for a cause that's bigger than himself. Maybe that annoyed some people, but obviously he turned it around in the end, so he was likely redeemed in the eyes of many. With Adewale, I can't really see why anyone would believe him to be the most annoying assassin. He was essentially a brother to Edward, serving as his quartermaster, and after a while, he even became fed up with his shenanigans. Again, he's a little more stoic when compared to other assassins, but is compassionate when needs to be, as shown on numerous examples throughout Freedom Cry. Arno, on the other hand, while I wouldn't necessarily describe this as annoying, a good amount of people have been annoyed at how he chases and drops everything to help Elise throughout Unity's story. And I've said it countless times, but that's part of Arno's character arc, and you get to see that paid off in the end and in Dead Kings. So some might say he's the most annoying assassin for that reason, but I don't believe that. And maybe some don't like his personality. He can be a little sassy and snarky at times, but sometimes assassins need that sass. I have to say, I find absolutely nothing about Bayek's character annoying. He's an extremely genuine and kind person to those in need, and absolutely ruthless to his enemies. I brought this up with my recent video where I tried to get as far as I could into Origins without being spotted, but the way Bayek is able to flip the switch from fun-loving and kind-hearted protector to ruthless killer is terrifying. And I love that despite all the trauma and everything he's been through, he's still able to maintain that positivity and general warmness. A lot like Connor in that sense, actually. Now, there's a reason I saved these two for last, the Frye Twins. So first, I want to talk about them as a collective. They bicker and get into petty arguments a lot. I do think they did a good job of capturing what sibling banter is like, and for me, it is so annoying. As someone who has a sibling and has gotten into some very stupid bickering, it's annoying. The Frye Twins can act very childish and immature towards each other, even if they aren't as immature as individuals, and you also have to keep in mind they are still quite young. They're around 20, 21 years old, so they don't have as much life experience as a majority of the other assassins in this series. And maybe some of you like the sibling banter and find it funny and charming, and sometimes it is, but for me, more often than not, it drives me nuts. And it's almost constant throughout the game. I've rolled my eyes more during this game's story than all the other games combined. But as individuals, oh man, where do I even start? I believe Evie is the less annoying of the two, but she can still be annoying when it comes to Jacob. And Jacob is just Jacob. Need I say more? Quips, one-liners, puns, you name it.
We seem to have made an unscheduled stop.
Perhaps if the character was written a little less obnoxiously, I'd find him far less annoying, but he to me is by far the most annoying assassin in the series, and I think a lot of you can agree with that sentiment. You know, sometimes though, the things that come out of his mouth are so stupid that it's just funny. And I don't think the performance or delivery is bad either, it's just how the character is written. But yeah, sorry Jacob, you win. You know, I'm starting to feel bad. The only two videos in this series that Jacob has won are the dumbest assassin and the most annoying. Oh man, I'm so sorry. Of course, like always though, this is just my opinion, so let me know down in the comments who you believe to be the most annoying assassin, and what category you'd like to see me talk about in these videos next. If you enjoyed the video, I'd appreciate it if you left a like, and considered subscribing to the channel if you're new. Special thank you to my members for supporting me, and other than that, thanks for watching, and have a good, non-annoying day.